All right, everyone, here we go with our Friday reading. I love doing this reading. We're painting a picture of the soulmate cycle right now. It's an exploded all signs video all over the table, okay? Exploded all signs reading all over the table, one card for each sign with a pre-shuffle. All right, we're no clarifying here. We just see where we're at. It's a nice lead-in. Well, I'll probably do a lead-in later, but it's a nice lead-in for this coming week's reading, where tomorrow I pull one card for each sign and then clarify. Watch everything that's on the table. You're all connected. You're all part of a cycle. Everything matters. This isn't astrology. It's tarot. There's a difference. And I got an article on my blog that talks about it. I'm not going to go into it here. But I notice a lot of new people here who might be accustomed to thinking this tarot is astrology when it is not. All right. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. All right. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. That's because energy is cyclical. It always comes back around. Okay. All right. Let's see. So when you find this, that's when the energies are affecting you. There's no time in the energy. You're all on different timelines. So what's the current energy about? I think this is going to be kind of the theme of our weekly reading too. You know, I've got 10 Pentacles crossed by the Ace of Wands. Okay. I've got someone here who is realizing with an Ace of Swords, an aha moment, that they made a mistake, the Four of Cups, and their behavior. The Emperor, the Burger King, got to have it their way, controlling everything, you know, worrying about the practical and this and that, has held them back. It's cost them because of their inaction, because of this behavior. The Fool crossed by the Four of Swords. Inaction. They never took any action. They never did anything. They made something work for a lot of them on their side. What they thought was 10 Pentacles, kept trying to make it work over and over again. There's a repeating energy around this Ace of Wands. There's always a new beginning. Yeah, I bet it was passionate. If they were married, they probably fought. And then you have what we all call make-up sex, right? Which is just fueled by the energy generated by the fight. That's all it is. And that's why it's good. It's passionate energy. I get that here. Somebody's realizing that they made a mistake here, and their inaction has cost them dearly. There's one more card here too. It's an Ace of Pentacles. Wasted a lot of time here. Okay, it's the energy. Somebody now needs to come correctly. They need to show up with something big. And their inaction is really what's going on here. It's cost them. I think they're setting the intention to come forward. Underneath that Four of Swords of inaction here is a Queen of Pentacles. You know, they know your value. They get it. All right, they do. They get it. Let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's do one card for each sign. Let's see where we're at. So basically, it's a pre-shuffle of somebody who realizes they made a mistake. Yeah, well, they have many times. I've been here a year now, and they have. They've realized they made a mistake many times, but the energies right now are different. March's energy, there's a big cycle. Energetic cycle, nothing to do with astrology or anything. It's only something energy readers know about. That's ending here in the middle of March. It started back around the end of June or so, end of June 2020. It's an energetic cycle. It's a bubble of energy, we'll call it. And when that bubble pops in the middle of, or ends, that cycle ends in the middle of March, you got a situation where, you know, the old energy isn't going to be allowed in the new. There's like a bouncer at the door, and the old energy is too ugly to get in. And that old energy is one of an in and out. They're in, they're out. They're in, they're out. No. The only thing that's allowed in the next cycle that's starting, and it's starting about right now, but somewhere between, the energy cycle ends somewhere between the 14th and the 16th or so, best I can figure, of this month. This bouncer isn't letting anything in that's in and out. Now they got to be either in or out. It's that energy of the North Node in Taurus I was talking about that won't allow anything to happen. It's getting a little help from an energetic bubble, a new bubble that we're moving into. And this next bubble it'll take us right up into 2024. It's a big, big energy bubble. So we're going to see a lot of these connections coming together. And I tell you all this as I shuffle. The universe really wants me to shuffle today. So I figure I'll tell you something rather than just sit here and stay quiet. I'll tell you something you don't know, maybe. All right, let's see. Let's see where we go here. All right, you ready? One card for each sign. The overall energy of every card that falls on the table, we're not clarifying, but every card that falls on the table technically is clarified by the Page of Cups. Yeah. Somebody, it's exactly what the pre-shuffle said. Somebody knows they made a mistake. That Four of Cups. My pooping girl in the yard. Yeah, they took a shit on themselves. They shat in their own yard. All right? If you're going to take a shit in the yard, take a shit in someone else's. Someone you don't like. Right? You don't shit in your own yard. And now they got a pile of shit just in the backyard, basically. They realize they made a mistake. There's that Ace of Swords in the pre-shuffle. That card I said with the North Node in Taurus you're going to see for the next 18 months going to be the most common card we see. And it is. Most common card we see here in March is Temperance, because that's the baseline energy of March. All right, here we go. Page of Cups, a little apology. Somebody coming towards you, the energy's coming in. Right? But it's worried. It is. I saw it yesterday in a hotspot reading I did for Cancer. A lot of worried energy. Pulled out my Renaissance deck for that one. Crazy. It reads emotion nicely. All right, you ready? Okay. Aries. Hierophant. Now, roles can be reversed here, but I am reading the incoming energy. All right, so for greater than 90% of you, I'm talking about your person, your runner. Okay? Hierophant. There's a connection here. There's a big connection. And as the first card out in our painting, it's a very important card. It sets the stage for everything that comes after it. And, you know, because, again, you're all connected. It doesn't matter what's in your chart here. I'm not an astrologer. It doesn't say Steve the Astrologer Tarot. It's Steve's Love Tarot. I'm pulling on energies here. The energy right here, this is a connection where in the soul, you're committed. You're already together. All right? In the 3D, you got a fuckwit on the other side that's running and skipping and lying to themselves that they don't. Actually, your person's mostly just worried about talking to you. They're worried that you're pissed at them. I see it. It's right there. I feel it all in the energy. I'm not clarifying, but I gave you a little clarifier there a little bit. Remember, everything that falls on the table is technically clarified by the Page of Cups. So the energy is very much incoming. And like I said in your 3 quick card yesterday, it's like a fucking freight train. Taurus. Page of Wands. Incoming. This in the Light Seer deck is pretty much the same energy as the Fool. It's my party girl. She goes to the party for one fucking reason. To bang. That's it. That's why she's there. Doesn't even matter. You had her at hello. You know, that kind of thing. It is. It's somebody wanting to come back. It's a card of communication. You're likely, Taurus, based on the readings I've been getting for you lately, I did an energy update for you recently, I think. You got somebody that is nervous about coming back. Well, it wants to glaze over some things. Okay? Again, I reiterate to you, Taurus, do not let them glaze over things. You need to have an adult conversation with this person. All right? Or those Taurus titties stay in, male or female. Right here, Gemini. 7 of Wands. Somebody's hanging back. No. It's actually kind of cool. It's actually kind of a funny energy. They're hanging back in the shadows. They're watching you. I don't usually get a spying energy off of the 7 of Wands, but they're like looking at you from behind a rock up on a hill, right? Like if you got a hill out back behind your house and there's a big rock up there, they're behind that rock and they peek out every once in a while and they look around. They think they're keeping the high ground here for some reason. They think keeping a distance is keeping the high ground. It isn't. I'm telling you, that energy's coming towards you, regardless. That rock is about to slip down the hill, or you're about to spot them outside the window. And then that's going to be a little embarrassing for them a little bit. But this person's keeping the high ground right here. That's the energy. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. What do we got? High Priestess. It's about what I expected. I got the High Priest and the High Priestess bookending each other here in our reading. Again, you're all connected. It's just an all signs reading, right? Spread out all over, exploded on the table. That's all it is. Divided out by the individual signs, the individual angles. The hot spot has the High Priestess. That bleeds on to everybody. This High Priestess, I read this as somebody is really following their intuition now for a change. Or at least they're feeling it. It's loud. I said once the intuition went out and got itself a power amp. Usually it's a little transistor radio, and the brain is a rock concert, right? Can't hear a damn thing. But it went out and got itself a power amp. My soul is pushing them hard. I wish I could clarify that, but I did a reading for you the other day. Pay close attention to it, okay? Leo. Leo. Oh, the Leo soap opera. We ready? The other hot spot. Hot spot junior. Ace of Cups. Man, is somebody holding on to... This is a funny energy. This is somebody who... It's like they lost track of their feelings at some point. At some point, they lost track of their feelings. And they were just sort of living life to please other people or for practical reasons and things along those lines. They're in their feels. I feel that. They're just sitting in it. Okay? They're just sitting in it. That's all I'm getting there. All right? I wish I could clarify. I wish I could tell you that energy was feedbacking off something else. The only other energy that's going to help you here, per se, okay, definitely for sure to help me read this card is Pisces, because you're tied to that energy, that angle for some reason. Whether you know a Pisces or not doesn't matter. It's the 12th angle. So you're tied to number 12. Okay, we'll look at it that way. Remember, the Page of Cups is at the bottom. Somebody wants to come in, but somebody isn't sure if it's important enough to them. Does that make sense? It's like they're an excuse machine still a little bit, but they're really in their feels big time. I don't know how they can contain that. I don't. I know in your case they might be married to somebody else. That's pretty strong in the Leo angle. But all the love is with the soulmate connection. Virgo, Knight of Swords. Somebody's got something they want to say to you. It is there. But your energy is attached to this too. I think you're moving in a new direction, Virgo. I think circumstances in the energies around you, in your life or whatever, are sending you in new directions. If they're not yet, I wish I could clarify that. I bet we'd get like an Ace of Pentacles if I shuffled for it. But you're heading in a new direction. Somebody is also coming towards you. But as the energy comes towards you, you move away. When you sit still, that energy, it moves away. It's like when it feels that you're gone because you're connected to it, it comes towards you. But you're really gone. I mean, you're running toward this motorcycle here. All right, so you're about to get more gone. There's something really big coming your way. I could feel it around this here. The bird is already in the air. The energy is there. All right, just stay out of your head, please. Libra, Knight of Wands. It's that energy that's not going to survive the cycle ending here in the middle of March. It's the energy that's not going to survive. It's an in and out energy. It's somebody's in, somebody's out. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. It's not going to last. I think they're going to switch to I'm in. All right? I think something's coming towards you. Knight of Wands, it's coming in fast. All right? But right now, it's very in and out. I think I did an energy update for you recently. You might want to pay attention to that. Scorpio, Queen of Wands. Somebody pretending you don't matter. Somebody who has a lot of passion for you, very attractive. I always say to you, all right, I always say you're probably hot. Because the way this energy always feels to me, and it feels the same every fucking time I pull on it, even if it's an offline reading, it feels the same. It feels like somebody who's really nervous, who doesn't think they're hot enough to be with you. It's that kind of feeling. It's because it's a very superficial fear. And the Queen of Wands is superficial. She's pretentious. Male or female, it doesn't matter. They're pretending you don't matter. But there's a whole lot of fucking love and passion here. There really is. All right. So, we'll see. We'll see where we go in tomorrow's weekly reading. Because I do this again, one card for each sign, but then we clarify. The weekly this coming week, you saw my pre-shuffle where the energy is right now. I think that energy is going to remain as we move into the week of somebody who really knows they made a mistake. Your people, everybody here in this cycle, there's a tremendous amount of fear with the divine masculines here toward being vulnerable, but it's more than that. It's like it's like with Leo's energy here. The very fact that there's so much love here scares the crap out of the person because they feel like they're going to lose control or something along those lines. Remember that Burger King, that emperor, the out of balance emperor, he likes control, male or female. They like to control things, and you can't control emotions, and that's what's rattling most of your people here. Okay, and the same applies to you, Scorpio. Of course, I'm talking on your card there, but that applies to everybody. Sagittarius, Judgment. You had some static energy for a while, Sagittarius. I think you got an energy update coming up pretty damn quick, because this is nice. The energy is coming towards you. This is somebody that you just like gave up on. I know some of you have, because I've been pulling your readings, and I know that the static energy, the stagnant energy, the crickets chirping that Capricorn had for a while, drifted over to you, but now that's over. There's some sort of phoenix is rising from the ashes here. Your energy is attached to this too. It could just be you, for some of you. But for most of you, this is somebody from the past coming into your present to affect your future. And it's a good thing. It's a very nice energy. It makes me feel good. Capricorn, Two of Swords. Well, it moved back. I just got done saying it was like Capricorn's static energy or stagnant energy moved over to Sagittarius for a while. Now it's back. It's Sarah Gilbert. It's Darlene from Roseanne, the Two of Swords. Don't know what to do. That's it. That's what I get off the card. Don't know what to do. I don't know. You know what that means. It could be you. It could be your person. It's just an energy where I look at that card and I feel the energy reflecting off it as I don't know what to do. Okay? Somebody's at a crossroads. Somebody's stuck. Somebody's sitting still. Okay. Well, again, remember the pre-shuffle, right? You got to remember two things. Remember the Alamo and remember the pre-shuffle. That's it. That's all you got to remember. And don't talk about Fight Club. Other than that, that's all you got to remember. It's somebody who's disappointed. They realize that their inaction has cost them. Their behavior as the emperor, as the Burger King emperor, the out of balance emperor, that King of Wands ego and pride has hurt them in some way. It's cost them. Now they don't know what to do. Well, I wish I could clarify. Because our overall energy is the Page of Cups, which tells me they're probably going to decide to come towards you. They all do in these cycles. They all decide to come toward. And there's like this, in this cycle, I've never seen so much chickening out in my goddamn life. I haven't. It's the fourth cycle I'm studying in my lifetime. And I'm not old enough to have done more. I've never seen such chicken shits on the runner side. Usually by now, everybody's together, if they're going to be. But nope, we're just hanging on here. All right, Aquarius, Three of Cups. Aquarius, what the fucking hell? Somebody asked me the other day when I'm going to do an Aquarius energies update. And when I replied, I said probably soon or something like that. But my real response in my head was, there's no reason to. You should be doing great. If you're not doing great, it's because you're in your head. This here is just an energy of celebration. That's all I get off of it. It's beautiful. The emotions are flowing through you. You're looking at life through a different lens than you were before, say maybe a year ago or 6 months ago, even 2 months ago. You're looking at the world through a different lens. It's beautiful energy. I'll probably pull an Aquarius energy update just because I want to pull a happy reading. I don't know. I can't imagine anything terrible is going to come out of it. It's very nice energy. You got Venus and Mars in your sign right now. It's kicking some ass. It's working to your advantage. All you got to do is stay out of your head. I'll tell you the same thing I told Virgo. Stay the fuck out of your head. Aquarius and Virgo are, blowing up the world right now. If they want to. If they stay out of their head. Pisces. I know. It's Leo. I thought to myself, I looked at the Leo card when I pulled this, and I told you, you two are linked. And I don't know, it doesn't matter if you know a Leo, have never met a Leo, or if you did I hate lions, Steve. Okay, fine. You can hate lions all you want. You're tied to Leo thing. The Pisces pole helps me read Leo a little better, and Leo helps me read you a little better. I pair that with this right here, the Page of Cups. Now, I got a strength card here. It's the universe basically telling me, go talk. It ties back to here. Okay. It ties back to there. Somebody's heart chakra is fucking wide open. All right. There's a stuck energy here somewhere. I don't know what the energy is. I'm sure you got an energy update coming up soon. I don't know what it is. It's a stuck energy. There's usually I say there's a fence of fear around the strength card. Like it implies if you have to get the strength up to do something, it implies you're afraid to do it. It's not really a fence of fear. It's just a fence. Okay, I don't know what that fence is. I don't know what's stopping this. There should be nothing stopping this person from coming towards you. I wish I could clarify. We'll find out more in the weekly reading. And I'm sure you'll get an energy update based on the energy I'm feeling right now. This Ace of Cups over here that you're tied to, it's locked up. It's an Ace of Cups. It's sealed with cellophane over the top. All right? For some reason. It needs to be cracked. Both these angles. Somebody needs to do something here. Okay? Let's grab the Witch's deck. Let's have the universe add this up for us. Add it all up, universe. Tell me what you got. Now, here's our painting. Here's the way it looks right now. And I gave you the energy. It's right there. But we're going to add it up. And you can do it for yourself. You can give yourself a little personal reading. All right? Anything that matters to you. Or you could take anything that's in your chart if you want, if you insist on doing that. Whatever it is. And just add it all up. Whatever I said, that means something to you, or you can interpret the cards your own way if you want to. I don't really care what you do. Knock yourself out. Your cards were pulled by a professional. You can interpret, if this is your card, if you're Libra, you want to interpret the Knight of Wands, you have to anyway. I'm just reading general energies. So you have to apply it to your situation anyway. So you all do that to some extent. And just add it all up for yourself. Let's have the universe do it. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. What are the energies right now? Add all this up. Let's go. Let's sign this painting here. What do we got? Oh, I see it. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I believe it. Ace of Wands. That's the center card. It's crossed by the bottom card. And the 3 of Cups. Crossing the Ace of Wands is the 2 of Wands. Everybody's person is sitting on back and forth. All right? They're afraid to open. There's several factors here. These are red, center, left, right. There's an Ace of Wands. There's a new cycle beginning this coming week. In the energy right now, that new bubble is here. All right? It's a huge energetic cycle. I told you about it at the beginning of the video. I'm not going to repeat for the fast forwarders. But the bottom line is that's this cycle trying to start. Everybody's person needs to let go of something. They're holding on to something. They're still holding on to this other wand. This is the 2 of Wands. They're still holding on to this other wand a little bit. They need to let it go. Until they do, they're round and round. Most of your people are worried about opening up. Some of you are opening up emotionally. The 3 of Cups, the flow of water. 3, very most important number in the universe, the number 3. All right? And I wrote a whole blog article on it, 2 parts, called Famous by 3. Go read it. You'll learn something, I hope, or I don't know. I guess that's interpretation. That's your own interpretation, I guess. I probably shouldn't say that. But either way, 3 of Cups. They're worried about opening up a little bit. But also, for some of you, a good number of you, there's a third party in play here that they need to let go of before this Ace of Wands comes in. The problem is they can't take this energy with them into the new cycle that's beginning for the second half. That's beginning at the second half of March. And it's a huge energetic cycle and is not allowing the old energy to come in. There's a bouncer at the door and it's a big one. All right? You're not getting in. That old energy's too ugly. We can't let you in the club. They have to be either in or out. The in and out energy is going to land them in towers. And we're going to start, I'm sure of it, I'm sure a lot of your people will chicken out. I have no doubt. And we're going to see towers everywhere. You're going to start to see a lot of towers in the second half of March. I'm sure of it. Because otherwise, you know, everybody's person in a massive scale is going to come in and talk to them. And mathematically, that's unlikely. But it is high numbers. When I pull the percentages in the extended readings, we're getting up in the above 90% are coming towards you. So that's very good. But they're all you should know they're all nervous. The reason there's so much indecision, the reason they've stopped, it varies for all of you, but it's about, generally it boils down to in the energy how much time has passed. Okay, a third party that they need to get rid of, or just them being afraid to open up emotionally, or all 3. Okay, some of you, your person, it's all 3. And it's tough for them to push past. This is a persistent cycle. It won't go away. It's very powerful. You guys, regardless of what you think about your person, you think they're never coming in, you think they're gone, you just watch the readings because you kind of want to know what's going on, all that. You're still tied at the soul. The soul connections here in this cycle, in spite of everything that's happened. The connection itself, all of the connections are in pristine condition. Perfect. If it was a car, we'd be selling it like new, right? That would be the tagline, like new. Not runs good, not runs okay, you know, needs work. No, run like new. It really is. The connection is its own energy. That's the third energy. That's like a ball of energy in the middle. You guys, each party within the connection, are an offshoot of either side of it. Okay? So it's the connections of the 3D people, it's the energies of the 3D people that are having some problems right now. But the connections are fine, and that's why it keeps coming around and around. It's a persistent energy. But I think for most of you, you're going to like the new cycle that's coming in. All right, the huge energetic cycle that's entering here around, we'll call it the 15th of the month, okay? You're going to like it because it's going to force action with you and with your person, okay? In other words, you can't be in and out either. You have to be either in or out as well. And if you're out, you're out, okay? If you're in, you're in. Then, you know, if you're in, you just need to leave the door open for them, right? And go about your business and keep improving yourself. Go out there and, you know, get some static energy on you, get some eyes on you, find your self-worth, all of that, and keep working on that. Keep taking chances, stay out of your head, right? Go for things you don't think you can get and surprise yourself when you get them. But don't be disappointed if you don't, because you don't put any expectations on outcomes, right? Create those voids. And let your person worry about themselves, you know? If they want to turn off the road of destiny and fly off into the woods, then they're going to land in a tower. Let them do it. Either way, no more in and out. It ends. It really does. So just make sure you don't end up in a tower. Make sure you take my advice, because you're listening to me. I'm telling you about that cycle that's ending, and you'll see those towers real quick if you're in and out on this. You're either in or out, and they have to be as well. And for a lot of them, I think they're coming more toward the end with this Three of Cups here, okay? Because that is somebody opening up to you. But we need to get past this, and most of them, if not all of them, need to let go of something. In fact, all of them do. It's either a third party, or it's an energy within them of their behavior, or it's some sort of controlling entity around them, whatever it is. They need to let it go, all right? And on this deck here, he's still holding on to it. He hadn't let it go yet. Yeah, victory underneath it. Six of Pentacles, or the Six of Pentacles. It's someone coming to balance things out. It's energy balancing. I read it as Six of Wands, strangely. I read it initially as victory. It is. I mean, it would be victory if someone who breadcrumbed you finally came in and gave you at least part of the loaf, wouldn't it? Energy is balancing here one way or another. It's either going to land people in a tower, or it's going to bring people together. I think for the majority, it'll bring them together. That's your reading. Tomorrow, I'm going to pull one card for each sign. We're going to clarify everything. All right, we're going to pull on the week of the 13th through the 19th. It's a big week. It's a powerful week. Not only is it a full moon week, which I'll be pulling on, I'm going to be pulling my Q2 for 2022 reading this coming week as well, for April, May, and June, the months of. And on top of all that, we've got that huge energetic cycle that's ending pretty much right at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, around that time. By the time we hit Thursday, we're in a whole new energetic cycle, huge energetic cycle. Again, so if you want to track the last one, think back to as far back as about the middle of June 2020. And until the present, until right now. That's the cycle that you've been in. That's the energy, the bubble that you've been living in. You're about to get into a new bubble. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.